do, 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 do. Wisdom teething lend me your ear. Dr. D Nice and FOUNT is here for the day. Want wisdom?
We got you.
Wellness?
We got you.
Ears?
You got two.
Bones? It's got 3. Chambers? 4. In your heart for doing right? 5. Keys? Your game's all tight? FOUNT. Get your mind right and your body tight. Get your mind right and your body tight. Get your mind right and your body tight. Ooh, hi everyone. Welcome. I'm here adjusting my computer because you all know I share this computer. My son's always on my computer, and every Wednesday when it's time for me to do my live, it's a scramble to get everything together. But here we are. Welcome to episode number 102 of Tissues, talking truth to teen issues. Tissues. And today is a lovely day. We were going to continue. Last week we talked about, unmanly behavior, things. If you want to be a man, these are the things you should absolutely not be doing. Or if you want, we can't change the fact that you're a man. No. If you want to be more manly, more masculine in how you carry yourself, how you move through this world, those are the things. And if you want to go back and check out the video, it's pretty funny. I'm sorry. You all know after I do the show, I chop the videos up into tiny pieces, at least 2 tiny pieces. I include this part where the main subject of the Wisdom Teethinger show, the Talking Truth to Teen Issues, I chop that up, and then I would chop up my story time, usually at the end of the show, where I tell a story, where it's Frontal Lobe Training, where I share a story about my own life that hopefully you can learn from. I chop them up. That one about being more masculine has gotten a lot of views and a few comments that people are like not happy with my opinion. But I really am still confused. Like, what about being, I'm confused about what they found an issue with. I really don't think they watched the video. They saw the title and hopped in because I talked about not being a coward, not being low in confidence, not participating in criminal behavior, being able to manage your emotions, not comparing yourself to other people, being able to communicate well. Should have friends and colleagues that you can rely on. You shouldn't be selfish, and you should be committed to your commitments, not cop out of things. I'm pretty sure whoever was those 2 people that commented some craziness under that video, they didn't watch it, or they're bitter about something in there struck a nerve, and maybe somebody called them a coward once, and they were just like, hold the brakes, hold up. She needs to pay. She needs to understand that that's not. We can't just ascribe that to all men. Anyway, today we're going to give the ladies a chance. The young women, I know there are a lot of young women that may come back and watch the show. Maybe you're not here on the live. We're going to talk to you about things that will make you more ladylike. If you are interested in being more ladylike, stay tuned. And then, of course, we have our usual segments. I'm a whole doctor. I cannot go the whole show without giving you some sort of health advice. Today, it's all about the gut. The gut is all in the news and everything these days, and I'll tell you my opinion about the gut. Some of the other segments that we have in the show are FOCK, where we talk about relationships and sexuality, and I'm gonna wait for what I'm gonna talk about this time. It's the usual, my usual high horse. And if you don't know what my usual high horse is, just hang on. You'll hear about it. And our teen archetype is all about the popular kid. I was talking to my son today, and he was telling me about popularity. And he used to be super popular in elementary school and middle school. Right now, he's a sophomore. What sophomore is really, really popular? One or two, maybe. And, he's working on, he's finding his way in the high school pecking order, but he's not doing too bad. And we're going to talk about the popular kid, though. And rounding off the show, all about the time I straight up failed chemistry. I'm a whole doctor right now, and I failed chemistry. It is hot in here. My goodness. Whew. I hope I don't burst into flames before this show is over. And I just don't want to step away and turn down our air condition. Maybe I should. Give me a second. I'll be right back and we'll hop right in. Give me a second. Whew. Man, that air conditioner was at 78. That's hot. What is happening? No wonder I feel like I was gonna die. That husband, man, he has this thing set on a timer, and during the day it goes down to 78, I guess because most of us not home or something. And I keep forgetting the days that I'm gonna do my live. As soon as I get home, I need to turn it down to a more manageable thing. Hey, real quick before we get in there, I saw somebody from England posted how Americans are addicted to air condition. Are you addicted to air condition? Let me know in the comment section below. Magic 8-ball spot, organic snake oil powder. Are you all air conditioner addicts? I sort of am. I mean, well, I never used to be because, growing up in Jamaica, we didn't really have air conditioning. Even in Colorado, where I lived for 15 years, my house that I lived in for maybe about 6-7 years, it didn't have air conditioning. We had this thing called a swamp cooler or something like that. It just sucked the air from the ceiling and the house was cool. And, in Colorado, you're not home during the daytime. And then in the evening time in Colorado, the temperature drops. Even in the middle of the summer, the temperature is going to drop about 50 degrees or something like that. Anyway, I'm rambling. Let's get on with our show. I'm allergic to Freon. Just like most overpriced doctors, you take a break as soon as the session. You're right. Exactly. You know how it is. Oh, wait, I should do it. That's right. Okay, let's go. Let's hit it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Okay. All right.
To have people continuously taking pictures.
Okay, we got to start again because I didn't have the volume on. Here we go. Let's do it.
I guess it would be annoying to have people continuously taking pictures of you, but who could resist these really cute costumes on these adorable maid cafe girls in Japan? Listen, I was absolutely enthralled by them. I want one of those outfits. Where do I get one? Where they sell them at? I want one. I guess it would be annoying.
Yes, today we're going to be talking about being ladylike and why not continue sharing with you all. Sharing with you all my trip to Japan, pictures I've taken, videos I have, and here we had. If you all don't know what that is, let me pull it back up. Let me see. I'll stop it on.
To have people.
Okay. So these are maid cafe girls. They line the streets, are inviting people to come into these cafes where you could just take pictures with them. And it's not like salacious or sexual. At least that's what it was described to me. It's just like you're going somewhere like a restaurant or something, but the girls are dressed up and you get to take pictures with them. and there are different maid cafes around, I guess competing cafes, that they're actually on the streets inviting people to come up to these cafes. I was initially, before they told me, I was just like, man, these girls are just blatant, just out there selling their stuff on the street. But they don't have rules against this in Japan, but that's not what it's about. But today, what our show is about today, though, is talking about being feminine, being ladylike. And I have 9 things. I had 9 things for the guys, and today I'll have 9 things for the girls. Number 1. And, the thumbnail. Yes, the thumbnail talks about physical. We are not talking about physical characteristics, so hold your horses. We're talking about the inside. Maybe a little 1 or 2 physical things. We're talking about mostly the inside. And number 1 is just having a bad posture. If you're not carrying yourself as if you mean to hold your body together, as if you're in control of your muscles, your spine, everything. If you're just kind of flippity flopping around your arms, your neck, your legs, your back, your shoulders, if everything is just diggly dangling, that really does cause you to look less feminine than you are. It just really is what it is. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just trying to help you as a young woman to appear more feminine. You want to be feminine. There you go. Start with a posture. Learn how to walk upright. Your chin just at a neutral position. You're looking straight ahead. You're not looking down when you're walking. I promise you the ground is going to be there. This is something I had to work on. I remember when I was in elementary school, somebody came in and did a posture test, and they were like, oh, you have a curve in your lower back. I was just like, no, I don't. And from then, I've been working to get rid of it, and I make sure I walk tall and straight at all times. And sometimes I walk even taller and straighter just because I want to rub it into that person that came to my elementary school class and told me I had bad posture. Anyway, you need a good posture. Number 2, don't be a man basher. Come on now. You're trying to be a lady, and ladies love men. You are not going to join the whole man bashing clubs. Men are dogs. Men ain't ish. Ain't no good man out there. There's 8 billion people on the planet. Little less than half of those are men. I promise you, the majority of those men are good men. Yes, there's some bad people in there, just like there's some bad women. Do not join the whole posse, patriarchy, blah, 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 all those things that people are talking about. Don't get on that bandwagon. No man bashing if you want to consider yourself a lady. Number 3. This is important. I mean, if you want to be more ladylike, it goes without saying, but I'm just going to put it out there. You are going to have to dress like a lady. Do not make your clothing, your exterior confusing. Like, is she a girl? Is she not? Is she a boy? Is she a... No. You're trying to be ladylike. Make it obvious. And I'm not saying you have to be dressed in the latest, greatest anything. No. That is not what I'm saying. You could be dressed modestly. You could be trendy. You could be not trendy. You could be 80s fashion, old, whatever you want to, whatever style resonates with your spirit. There is a way that a woman looks, and you need to try to look like that. And of course, different cultures have different ways of interpreting this. And of course, that's what you kind of fall in line with. But we all know a woman when we see one, and we all know a lady when we see one. And you need to make sure that you're aligning with that look if you are wanting to be more ladylike. Number 4 is don't go around looking mean all the time. Now, I am a happy person, okay? I am just grinning and smiling. You could see every tooth in my mouth. I still have all 4 of my wisdom teeth. You could see them too at all times coming straight at you. I'm not saying you have to do that. No, not at all. At least look pleasant. I mean, I'm just trying to tell you how to be ladylike. And I know people are like, well, I have our RBF. You can still learn to look pleasant, to have a pleasant look on your face. And that's just if you aspire to be more feminine in how you carry yourself, more ladylike. And number 5, you cannot be a selfish lady, okay? That's just not going to happen. Where they do that at? Women are the nurturers of society. And if you as the nurturer is all about yourself and not about the kids, not about the men, not about your girlfriends, just about yourself, then it's just not going to happen. People are just going to look at you and like, ugh, are repulsed by you. You're just not going to resonate with femininity at all because you are selfish. Yeah, there's some people that will be like, okay, I want to be around you. But in the end, you're going to repel a lot of people because you just don't exude what inside of everybody, what they feel a woman should be like. I'm just telling you, there's a whole lot of hurdles to cross if you're a selfish woman. Yes, somebody will be around you, especially if you're hot and fine. They'll be around you for a little bit, but it's not going to last. Don't be selfish. Number 5. No, that was number 5. Number 6 is, come on. I see it. Can you cook? You cook, recipe book, go in the kitchen cause you and them no cook. That's a Jamaican dancehall song. And listen, I am not getting into stereotypes about it at all. And it just is what it is. Women are expected to learn to know how to cook. It goes with the nurturing thing. Now, do you have to be the best cook on the planet? No. Do you have to love cooking? No. And honestly, here's the thing. There's a difference between don't cook and can cook. Maybe you have the skills and right now you're maybe by yourself, you're living at your mama and them house, and you don't have to flex like that. Learn how to cook. Learn how to feed yourself and feed other people. Now, I am fortunate quite honestly, I am fortunate that I am married to a man that loves to cook. I rarely have to cook. And I have 3 sons that love to cook. I rarely have to cook. Can I cook? Yes. Am I the greatest cook on the planet? No, because I don't have to be. Even when I was growing up in my family, my dad cooked, my mom cooked, my sister cooked, and I didn't have to. I still learn how to, though. I know how to feed people if I was pressed. I can learn how to cook. Don't be one of those girls. All right. Number 7. To be ladylike, you're not crass. You're not just cussing and carrying on, being all loud and boisterous. Not saying you can't have a good time and raise your voice at times. Of course you can. Of course. But you know what I mean. There's a difference. You're just cussing like a sailor. You being all crass and rude and making off-color jokes. That just don't sit good. I'm telling you, it just don't read as feminine. Nowhere. They don't do that. We don't do that. Where they do that at? No way. You ask anybody, they love women with a kind, gentle spirit. I'm not saying that you need to be a pushover. You can't stand up for yourself and you can't speak sternly about things. No. That's not what I'm saying. You know the difference between those women that just crass. There's no beauty in the way they use the language. They're just crass. What am I going to say? How can I say it any different than I just said it? It just is what it is. Be more ladylike. Number 8 is INDEPENTENT. What you know about me? Did I even spell it right? But independent, just way too independent. It's just all about you. You are insistent upon doing every single thing yourself. I make my own money. I pay my own bills. I drive my own car. You have no level where you would ask someone to help you. You'd rather suffer than ask for help. You'd rather suffer than feeling like you needed somebody else to do something. And unfortunately, I know a lot of women that do that, and instead of it being a positive, they wrap it up under the guise of victimhood too. It's like you want to do everything for yourself, and you want to make sure everybody knows that you're suffering because you're doing everything by yourself. No, we are communal creatures, especially women. We are communal in how we love to interact with each other. And if you're way too independent, and I'm not saying, once again, there's a disclaimer to it, that you shouldn't be able to support yourself in certain things. Understand, though, as human beings, as women, as you're growing up to be a woman, that there are things that you're going to have to rely on other people for too, and don't feel less of because of that. Number 9. And this one is from my teenage son. I asked him, I was like, hey, if you see a girl, like, makes her less ladylike? He is so obvious. He's just like, they're trying to act like a man. I guess that's a little different when I say dress like a man. He was not able to expand on what that means, trying to act like a man. He says, you know it when you know it. I don't know what that means. If you know what that means, let me know in the comment section below. If you're trying to be a lady, you should not be acting like a man. Those are the 9. If you can think of any more, let me know in the comment section below. Of course, remember that, subscribe, turn on your notifications. I go live every single Wednesday at 8:45 p.m. I know that sounds like a strange time. It works for me. I leave work and I come home and I'm here for you on the YouTube. And I always post a video every Thursday and every Sunday. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate you. Once again, let me know in the comment section below. What would you add to the 9? Would you subtract any? Would you expand on any? Let me know. All right, let me see what's going on in the comment section. A healthy person is an attractive person. I'm allergic to free. Okay, attractive people are attractive. We lost Magic 8. That's my line. Which one are the lines? Which one's your line? Are you all hearing a feedback when I'm talking to? It's either my headphones are off or it's my microphone. I'm thinking it's my headphones. Let me know. Is my mic sounding okay? I hear this feedback in my ear. Of course, I wouldn't even know how to fix it. So let's just be straight up about it, because my tech knowledge is sounds fine. Okay, good. It must be just my headphones then. You know what these headphones are? Okay, let me stop. These headphones are like the cheapest of the cheapest headphones. Free 99. These are the headphones you get on United Airlines when you do those long flights. Every time I go on them, I've been to Japan, and the other day we flew all the way to Wyoming. And, when those long flights, I don't know if do they give you on the short flights too? Maybe, who knows? Definitely on the long flights though. And I just gather them. I'm usually with friends and family, and I was just like, get a headphone, get a headset, get a headset. And I just have a collection of them. As they break, I just throw it away and pull out a new one out of this drawer because I have them. So, all right. Okay, let's head into our FOCK section. You all know. No, it's FOUNT. FOUNT is first. Let me get FOUNT. FOUNT is the 5 keys to wellness and wisdom to help you unlock your best. And today we're talking about the U in FOUNT. We're talking about the gut. Do you realize how important your gut is? Some of the information we're just finding out or just truly uncovering. There's miles of intestines in our gut, our feet. Miles is a stretch. There's feet upon feet upon feet of intestines in our wrapped around in our stomach, our abdominal area. Stomach and most people refer to their stomach as their abdominal area, but in your abdominal area, feet and feet and feet and feet and feet of intestines. And most of us already know that it's responsible for digestion. Did you know that your gut plays an important role in your immune system? This is a part that where the outside world has almost full access to your body, especially if your gut lining is not intact. If you don't have an intact gut lining, it can lead to lots of allergy symptoms and a broken down, overtaxed immune system. Your neurological system, nerves, your nervous system, the gut plays a major role, is a major neurological part of the neurological system. There are lots of brain nervous endings in the gut. It's actually even referred to as the second brain. Digestion, immunity, and part of the nervous system. Your gut is important. Take good care of it. How do you do that, Dr. D. Nice? You do that by eating well. Foods that are high in fiber and high in water, fruits, vegetables, nuts, legumes, staying away from sugary foods. So sugar is very damaging to the gut. That's how you do it. And then you could always add some probiotics, which will help replenish and make sure there's good bacteria that's in your gut. There's whole books and books written down about the gut and good gut health. I'm introducing the subject. If you want to know more, go ahead and use Dr. Google, do some research. I'm just introducing that your gut is absolutely important for your overall health. Take care of your gut, guys. And with that, let us go into FOCK, our FOCK segment where we talk about sexuality and relationships. Yes. Today, I'm just going to go beat a dead horse, reminding you of the order of things. Get married, have children, stay married. And I understand that is just not how maybe your parents' life have worked out, how your life has worked out. It's still the ideal. It will make life so much easier for everyone. And as you're going through life as a young person, make it your goal to just pick the right person to join your life with. Manage your sexuality in a way that you don't end up pregnant or fathering a child before you're in a relationship with somebody that you feel that you can spend the rest of your life with. I'm sure every adult that you speak to whose situation has been other than, every adult will admit to it that it would be better if they had a child with a person that they were married to and they loved and they stayed together. And like I said, I understand that is not everybody's situation. I'm just really telling you what the ideal thing is so that you can aspire. You need to aspire for the ideal and let it go where it goes from there. All right, get married, have kids, stay married. That's the way that you're going to have a good, happy family. And that's it. Got to remind you all of that. Okay. let us go into our, what is it? Oh, the teen archetype, our teen archetype. Once again, I was asking my son, we're talking, and we're going to talk about the popular person. You know them. This person, you're walking down the hall, everybody's like, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? They like dabbing them up, high-fiving, what's going on? Like a star is born. Some people just naturally have that magnetism that people are drawn to them. Here are some things that you may not know about the popular person. They actually know people. It's not like they know no one and everybody knows them. The majority of the time, the popular person knows a lot of people also. They're typically a friendly person. They're not necessarily an extrovert. They can be. They know people. And the more people you know, the more popular you are. The more people will know you. It's just how it works. They may be like head in the football team, they cheerleading, student government, something where they are in the forefront where people see them often. And that, if that popularity is something that you strive for, somehow or another, you're going to have to allow your own personal star and to shine. You can't just take over somebody's talent and expect that you're going to be popular. If you're an artist, well, you know what? Start showing that you're an artist, and people may be drawn to your gift and you may become popular. If you're an athlete and so on, people will be drawn to you because of your athletic prowess. And if you're good, you'll be popular. But, you know, contrary to what a lot of the movies say, most often the popular people, they're not mean. They're very nice, friendly people that people are friendly to them and they're friendly to people. So they end up knowing a lot of people. It's a simple formula. It just is what it is. So if popularity, the popular person, go on with your bad self. I appreciate that you're out there knowing people, making people feel comfortable, making people feel recognized. And that is, you've earned your popularity. It wasn't just given to you. Congratulations. Do your thing, popular person. Use your power and your fame wisely. Okay. Let me see what we got in the comment section. Get married, stay married, have kids. 2 out of the 3. Get married, stay married, have kids. Okay. Well, you know what? Sometimes life just don't work out the way you want it to. And that's why I threw out there, it's the ideal. And sometimes, you know, lifes. We're not perfect. Things are not perfect here. I just want to at least talk to the young people out there to let them know that there is an ideal. Whether I know in popular culture, since we're just talking about the popular people, in popular culture, some of these things are not considered ideal anymore. It's considered like old-fashioned ideals. It works better. Old-fashioned or not, it works better to have a great society and just a happy life, which I want for y'all. Okay, let's wrap it up. Let's end our little show here. And hold on, I did want to see, I had this reel I had saved. Let me see if I could find it. Let me see if I could find it for us. Man, you remember when I used to show a lot of, respond to a lot of, is this the one? Oh, yeah. Here we go. Hold on. Hopefully the music is not a problem. Okay, well, I won't play the music because they're... Look at that. And synchronized bike riding. Oh, my goodness. Listen, I didn't even know this existed. Right? What is this? Have you all seen this? What kind of bicycle is that? My bicycle didn't do that. I had a nice bike. I thought I had I had a 10-speed bicycle that I used to ride up and down, and that looks like it would be a 10-speed. My bike did not do that. No, didn't do that either. Nope, I don't know what that is, but I'm impressed, and I still want to know. Somebody said I really want them to wear a helmet in the comment section. That's crazy. Oh, man. Okay, here's another one. Look at this. He's on roller skates. I thought he was on roller skates. I thought he had like one of those unibike things going on under there. Nothing. He was just coasting away. Just coasting. Apparently, this is a technique somewhere in like Russia or some one of those countries that they really learn how to walk smoothly. I can't remember. It had a name. Let me see if I could find it real quick in the comment section. Revealed shoulder pads. No. What do you think? The shoes are metal, running. Some people are thinking he has Heelys on. But he doesn't. There's nothing. They have this technique that they need to walk. I don't remember the name of it, but anyway, let's just get into our story to wrap up the show, okay? Skateboard. That's what I thought. I really thought he did, but you saw at the end, there was nothing under there. It's just him in the cloak. If you Google it, though, they do have this way that they learn how to walk from their kids. The dancers, it's a special dance that they learn and they practice since they were young, that it really just lets them look like they're hovering across the floor. Anyway, let's tell the story. And remember, this is our frontal lobe training part where I share a story about my life because wise people learn from other people's mistakes, and you are wise. Here is the story. In the spring, no, it wasn't the spring. In the fall semester of 1989, I took chemistry. I took chemistry in high school, but this is me taking chemistry in college, and I failed. I failed my chemistry class. I was a biology major. We needed chemistry to pass our major. This is not something that I was unfamiliar with. I knew the periodic table. I've seen it before. And I straight up failed the class. Failed, like flag. Flag failing. Now, listen, we talked about it before. That was a semester that I was experiencing my depression, and I was just having a hard time with college. I was away from my family. You all know I went away to college at 16 years old. Now I was 17, going on 18. I turned 18 during that semester, and I was knee-deep in depression and still really young. Those are the excuses I'm saying, and it is what it is. It don't matter, though. I failed the class. I was distracted. I was not focused on the class, and I failed. Red flag, failed the class that I absolutely needed as a biology major. I'd never failed anything before. Honestly, I failed just about every class that semester. Except for one. I did beg the teacher for a D, and he hooked the sister up. with some special project or something. I don't even remember how it worked. I think I was like right on the edge and he gave it. That's beside the point. I failed a bunch of classes that semester, and chemistry was the one that stuck out in my mind the most that I was a failure at. And here is the thing. I took the class again. I left the school. I no longer went to Florida A&M University after that semester. I went home, retook the class, and I did amazing. I got an A. I started tutoring chemistry even after that. It's crazy after failing the class with a straight F. Not, I know some people are super smart. They consider C a failure. No. I'm talking F, fail. Here's the thing. Wisdom understands that sometimes when you fail things, it's not your ability. It's you're distracted. Distracted by life, distracted by relationship, distracted by jobs, distracted by whatever. And you end up not doing things as well as you can. And the best thing would be is to try again and try to mitigate those distractions. Maybe you even need to get a tutor, but you just don't give up when you failed certain things, especially when you know there were a lot of distractions associated with. But then there is stupidness. They fail things, and instead of giving an honest assessment of it, because they just don't want to try it again, or because they feel so defeated by that failure, they're like, nah, I'm not going to do it again. They just give up. They forget the fact that, that was the semester where my dad got really sick, or, I just left home for the first time. They just don't give themselves enough grace. And every failure is just catastrophic. There's no turning back from it. There's no learning. There's no do-over. Yeah. It's not many times in class that you get a chance to do over, and taking a chemistry class over is one of them chances, and you need to take it and do it again. Remember, anytime life gives you an opportunity to do things over, to do it better a second time, go for it. Remember, there's wisdom and there's stupidness. Choose wisdom. Show me your brightest. Show me your best. Show me the latest guru. God's wisdom makes them look like stupidness. Let me see. We learn from the mistakes of wise men. That being said, I must be the smartest and dumbest man ever. Same. Me too. Oh, man. Oh, so many mistakes in life. But you know what? It's good that we're all here learning together. We allow each other some grace just to know, you know what? We're not perfect. And if we don't end up sharing our area of expertise, sharing our knowledge with people, if we just go to the grave with it and not help uplift each other, that's why I'm here. I know there are a lot of young people. I'm hoping, I know there's a lot of young people subscribe to my channel. It's not all young, though, and old. I expect it's a good place to really share wisdom. I speak to a lot of people daily. It's a fortunate situation that I'm in as I'm a physician, and I end up speaking to people, super rich people, super poor people, people in between, people that have big jobs, little jobs. Just the whole gamut of society I end up interacting with on a very intimate level. And there's a lot of wisdom I've gleaned from that. And then when you throw in my own personal experiences, listen, lots of information that is why I'm here, to share it with y'all on the interwebs so that we all can just be wise in how we move through this world as human beings and move through the world as comrades. I know there's a whole lot of division out there now, but we not part of that. We here being friendly and collegial with each other. All right, here we go. Y'all know what time it is. It's the wrap up time. And let me pull out our prayer. Anybody, anything else? Anybody has anything deep they need to add to what we're doing? And anything? I'm waiting for I know there's a delay. I don't know how long the delay. It's about 5-10 minutes. Somewhere between 5 to 7 seconds. So I give a second for you all to, if anybody's putting anything up there. Nope. Okay, well, here we go. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. The Lord turns his face towards you and gives you peace. May the Lord watch between me and thee while we're absent, one from another. Amen. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Next week, we are going to be talking about the lies, some of the lies that we have been told. And if you can think of any, let me know, and I'll add them to the list. I have quite a few that I want to talk about. And some of the lies that we've been told that had we not been told them, our lives probably would have been a little better. But we'll talk more about them next week. Okay, guys, I'll talk to you later. Thank you again so much for dropping in, being here with me. Organic snake oil powder and magic 8-ball spot. We had 2 other people pop in. They didn't stay, but you all are here the whole time. Thank you all so much. And, who knows, as our channel grows, we're at 2,080 people. And, it's growing steady. It was growing a little faster a few months ago. It doesn't matter, though. We'll enjoy ourselves here. And, the people that need to learn the message is learning the message. And it just gives you opportunities to think about your life, how you're living it. Gives me an opportunity to think about my life and how I'm living it. Anyway, now I'm rambling. I'm out. I mean it. Bye, guys. Thank you all again. See you all next week.
Wisdom teething lend me your ear. Dr. D Nice and FOUNT is here for the day. Want wisdom?
We've got you.
Wellness?
We've got you.
Ears?
You got 2.
Bones? It's got 3. Chambers? 4. In your heart for doing right? 5. Keys? Your game's all tight? FOUNT. Get your mind right and your body tight. Get your mind right and your body tight. Get your mind right and your body tight.